What up, guys? It's Angel, and I'm here with This Is 50, and I'm here with Saya.
Yes,
what up,
yes.
Saya?
What's up?
What up, girl?
Man, just took a flight out here. Tired, but looking forward to this interview.
I'm looking forward to it, too, because I've been following you for a long time. From your first YouTube days when you was in the back, car rhyming, killing them bars.
You talking about, damn, which one? For my niggas, I put on For My Niggas.
That song was hard.
Man,
that song was hard. That's when I first recognized you.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, she's dope.
Shout out to Mike Cole. He's the director of that video. He's killing it right now on the Latino side. He's doing all of like the big videos for J Balvin and them guys on that side. Mm-hmm. So yeah, shout out to him.
Then from there, we seen you on the big screen with the reality show. And how was that? How did that go? How was that experience?
Sister to Hip Hop was an awesome experience. I think it was great for the culture as far as women. It was super empowering. Mm-hmm. It was positive. Honestly, like all of us were still super tight, so it was just an overall great experience.
So you guys became family, the relationships.
I think when that whole reality TV thing was going on with hip hop, I think we were the first to like really set the tone as far as it, you know what I mean? Along with Love and Hip Hop, it's just ours was just a little bit more like, you know.
Would you do any more reality shows?
Yeah, I got a phone call from a couple people I can't say, but if the opportunity presents itself, and it seems like it's worth it, and it's good for my brand at the time, I might do it.
So I see you in the acting now.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing your thing.
Yeah, man.
Doing your own stunts and all that.
Yep. The first Purge.
How was that?
First Purge was cool. I did have to learn all my own stunts, which was super weird, different, cool, scary, all of that. We shot that in Buffalo, like in the wintertime, but the movie seems like it's in spring, so we was out there shitting bricks, cold, the worst, but it turned out amazing.
So now you're in Cali, correct?
Yeah.
But let us know where you're from New York?
Yeah, I'm from Bedford-Stuyvesant, Roosevelt Projects.
Nice.
That way.
Do you miss New York?
I miss it every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I didn't leave New York for no negative reasons. I left New York because, to me personally, going out west, it was just a lot of different opportunities, things that were more accessible to me there that wasn't accessible to me here. And I think the change was great. Me leaving outside of the environment that I was raised in taught me to be a better woman, to set my determinations even higher. You know what I mean? Like it was just endless goals, and yeah.
Wow. Being in Cali and you were working with Tank. Were you signed to his label?
Yeah, I was. Okay. I was working with him 2010 for some years, and you know, no love lost. We still like everything's cool. It's just me as an artist, me as a woman. I think I needed to grow without him. I think everything that we could have done, it happened, and then after that, it's like, my G, you know, thank you, and now move on. Yeah.
So you have the single Slide.
I got the
which
single
I like.
Slide, man.
It's hot.
Slide, yes.
How are the fans embracing the single? And
Slide, everybody's rocking with it. We shot the video, we released the video. Slide is doing exactly what it needs to do to gear up for the album. I got some awesome records on the way as well. I think Slide put me in position to realize the music that I want to make for the next album. So I'm super excited about it. I think I caught my own second wind.
So what's the direction you may go in for the next album?
I think I'm going back to that raw Saya.
I miss that raw Saya.
You know what's so crazy is because shout out to Audio Dope, the kid that produced Slide. He's actually producing a lot of the records that I'm doing now. But I just dropped this record yesterday called Nipsey Day.
Girl.
I
was gonna hit that next.
Yeah, man. That this guy named Smitty Boy produced. The beat was just, I heard it in the studio. I was just like, damn, it sounded like some shit Nipsey would have did.
Word.
And you know, every encounter I ever had with Nipsey was super solid. Super great guy. Everything he did for the culture, for his community, just as a black man, uplifting himself and others around him. I felt like it was my duty to say something.
Yeah.
But to say it in the way I would want to say it as a Brooklyn chick being out in LA.
I felt it. It was well put together.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Nipsey.
Yeah,
it was
man.
unfortunate, him passing. We lost a great inspiration in the hip hop community. A great man, a whole,
Yeah, the world is torn.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just LA. I mean, even me being out there waking up the day after it happened, like you could just walk outside and you could feel it. It just felt empty.
Mm-hmm.
Like people's energy was off. The city was quiet. It was just weird.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I mean, like this, I don't even know how to explain it. Like this shit gives me chills now, just how it felt the day after. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's sad. It's unfortunate, but the song was really good. It hit home. It was well put together. The lyrics was everything. When it was coming from a place, like you said, you were fortunate to be able to meet him and, talk with him and chop it up and things like that.
Yeah, being in his presence alone, being in his presence alone definitely put the battery in my back to do the record. You know what I mean? But again, I still had to kick it off on some Brooklyn shit, you know? Brooklyn nigga on the West with it. You a legend, you could rest, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My fans was like, there goes Sire, that's the Sire we know.
Yeah. So when your fans say that's a Sire we know, what transpired? Like, I was looking at your page and I see that you were saying, sometimes you suffer from anxiety and depression.
Not even sometimes. That's an everyday thing for me.
I do too, by the way. So it's like a normal thing for people to,
It's a really, really, really. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. You know what I mean? Like, it sucks to live with it. It sucks to go to sleep with it and wake up with it, and to not know how to shake it. And I'm not a fan of pharmaceutical drugs. I don't believe in pharmaceutical drugs, which is why I was so pumped about the Dr. Sebi documentary. I've been following Dr. Sebi and everything he's done for years. You know what I mean? I think as blacks and browns, I feel like we need to be more aware and more involved in that type of thing.
Mental health.
Yeah. It's not a conversation that's in the forefront, and it's sad because we're losing people left and right to suicide, to prisons, to gun violence, police violence, like you name it. Mental health plays a serious role in people's daily lives, and I feel like a lot of people don't admit that they suffer from it because they're so afraid of people looking down on them. Which is why I've chose to be so open and honest about it, because you don't even realize how many people you end up helping when they can relate to you.
I was relating to it. That's why I brought it up. Because I was like, wow, it's crazy. Like I seen I was looking through your page and I seen the post and you was like doing your happy birthdays to yourself. And then I looked at last year to this year and you mentioned it a couple times. I'm like, it's dope because like you said, people, like I don't deal with anxiety, but I tend to get depressed sometimes. Everybody, you're not always feeling yourself, but it doesn't hurt for someone to say, how you feeling? Because sometimes like you being who you are, your friends are like, oh, she good, she out there, she making music, she good. Like, it doesn't hurt to just check on someone. How you doing? How you feeling today?
A lot of people miss it. I mean, not like that, not like I put out cries for help, but like even with my family, sometimes it'd feel really good just to get a phone call, like, yo, what up, you good? You know what I mean? Like my family, really more so my aunt is the only person who I think gets it now, versus like me growing up, they didn't really know like what to do or how to deal with it. But I think my anxiety has definitely grown to be like at its worst. The last year, the anxiety slips me into depression for weeks. Where I won't leave my house, like I won't answer my phone, like just a very scary, dark place that you question your worth, you question life, you question waking up. You know what I mean? And I think that's been the hardest thing for me the past year.
Well, you seem to be dealing with it a little better now. Like you put out the music. Are you gonna kind of like take that and kind of like because me, when I listen to an artist, I kind of, it's cool what's going on right now, but like that's why I feel artists like you, Nipsey, or a lot of the reggae artists, because I like to listen to someone and feel like relatable or feel like this is coming from a real point, a real feeling, instead of just going with what's going on. So are you gonna take like some of that sometimes and just put it through the music and things like that?
I feel like I have to. There's a few chosen people that are put on whatever this place is called that we wake up on every day, but we're chosen to inspire, and you know, our gift is it's not something that should be played with. Like, it's something that a lot of artists, I feel, don't take serious, because again, you got people that you are the reason they wake up. Your music is the reason they wake up. Your music is the reason they go to work, go to the gym, you know what I mean? Feel happy about themselves, feel pretty, feel like a beautiful woman, a powerful king. And I feel like that's a very important thing. So regardless of what I go through on a daily basis as far as my anxiety, I gotta speak on everything I deal with in my life, because somebody else is listening who needs to hear it.
And we have something else in common. So you're Buddhist?
Yeah.
I'm Buddhist too.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God. So I've been practicing Buddhism for about 4 years now.
Yeah.
But it actually helped me a lot. Did it? Because, you know, I was going to church and I didn't really work, and I was just feeling down. And I had a friend of mine, I don't want to elaborate so much, and she invited me, she shakabuku me. She invited me to a meeting. And I'm like, I'm in the room and I'm like, wow, like the energy just opened up and everything. I just felt like really good. So I noticed that she was Buddhist, and I was like, wow, like, you know, it helps a lot with, you know, depression and keeping you manifesting things and keeping you in a good, positive mind state. So
Buddhism definitely, I would say Buddhism definitely played a big part in saving my life. Chanting every morning, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yes.
Every morning, every night, setting my determinations, full circle. You know, talking to the universe, listening to the universe, not taking things for granted. I think it's an amazing practice. It's
definitely.
It's not a religion. It's just a way of life, and I think a lot of people should tap into it.
Yeah. So is there anything else you want to tell the fans about this music? Like, we got the real side coming back with the bars, the Brooklyn hardcore is gonna come out in the bars. Like, what can we look forward to?
I like that. Nah, man, I'm happy to be home for, even if it's for a few days. Yeah. You know, I'm about to go to the hood, go see my family. I love going back to my hood, man. Like, it's an overwhelming feeling of just like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, LA is cool. I would never call LA home, but I respect LA and what LA has done for me. But when I come home to Brooklyn, to Bed-Stuy, I just feel like I'm that nigga again. You know what I mean? Like, that hustle and bustle that snaps me back into reality. Like, bitch, you tripping. You better get back on your grizzy.
Word.
So yeah, the music is coming. The music is gonna be fire.
Not to cut you off, but any collabs with any New York artists? I want to hear you with a New York artist.
Me too. You know what I'm saying?
Who you? You and Dave East would be fire. I think you and Dave East would do a hot joint.
Me and Dave would snap on some shit. I would love that. You know what I mean? I'm open to working with anybody. I've always been that type of female. Even if it's other female MCs. Like, I'm all about that movement. You know what I mean? Like, there's millions of men rappers, but like, when it comes to females, they be like, oh, y'all can't work together.
They probably scared of you. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest, like, because you definitely got bars. You think they probably be a little intimidated. Like, I don't know if I could do a song with her, because I just don't. I might have to go change my verse, you know?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say who, but it's happened a few times where I've been in sessions where niggas had to rewrite their verses.
Well, maybe you should start ghostwriting for some of the artists. You know, is that something else that's going to be under your belt? I think you should, you know.
I've been tapping into that writing for other people thing, you know what I mean? But whatever's put in front of me, I'm taking full advantage of right now. If it's that, if it's movies. But yeah, working with other artists in New York. Right now, I'm super into Melly. I love Melly.
Yo, Melly's dope.
I love Melly.
Melly's dope. I seen her perform at SOBs last week.
Yeah.
She's dope. I feel like next year she's gonna be in a good place, and she signed with Tory Lanez, and I downloaded her album, so you could hear them two together. Like, if you know they're working, like, by next year the music's gonna be out of here.
She signed to him?
Yeah, she just signed to him. Like, she just actually was on tour with Meek, and then they had like a little thing on social media because, you know, Meek felt like, you know, I guess she should have signed under his umbrella, but then she wound up on with Tory Lanez. But I think it's a really good fit because she's more melodic. You know, that's kind of like the sound. They have a record together on her album.
Yeah, I heard it.
But besides that, she performs. She can dance. You know, she's talented. Like, I like her. She's hot.
And she's young, so she like, she just turned 21.
So you need to reach out for Melly. Y'all need to do some type of collab.
We ran into each other at Hardfest, and not Hardfest. Damn, I can't even remember the festival. What's the festival that's about to happen in Miami? Rolling Out. I ran into her Rolling Out. We be chopping it up sometimes in the DM. So yeah, working with her will be tight. We gonna try to figure some things out. Yeah.
All right, guys. So make sure you download Slide. It's a banger. The Nipsey Hussle tribute. It's a banger.
Yeah,
So-
Nipsey Day all day.
Before we go, let everybody know your social media handles.
My social media is just SIYA. Everything. Instagram, Twitter. Follow me, Google me. I'm everywhere. If you didn't see the first Purge, make sure you go see it. You can watch it on demand now. I got like 3 more movies on the way. One of them is called Follow Me. Make sure you catch that when that comes out. I'm about to be at BeautyCon tomorrow. So yeah.
Yes, it was a pleasure having you. I'm looking forward to
Thank
that music.